guys, it's Shami from Crafts, Names, and Things. So I made a video about how to make a journal, and I posted that, I think, kind of like this. Okay, it's inspired by Ginny Belly, yes. But I just want to show you how I do the signatures. But before I do that, I want to just show you a couple of journals that I've made, just to kind of show you. I do like sewing in journals too. This one I sewed actually with yarn. So I just did this standard technique, you know, where you do the 3 holes and you just bring it through. There's lots of techniques on there. And this is the first one that I made, so you can see there's lots of extra holes there that didn't need to be. But I just put in just plain drawing paper that I got from the dollar store. It's kind of cheap, but it worked. And I cut it down. My pages are never even because I cannot measure to save my life. So that's something that I've just kind of accepted about my journals. And then it has the wraparound closure that I showed you, and you stick it in there, except that it got broke. I think my nephew broke it. And then I made some aluminum beads. So that's that one. And then I want to show you another one too. Hopefully I can find it. I brought it out here to show you. Well, unfortunately, I can't seem to find that one, but I'm going to show you how I like to attach mine now. Okay, so we'll start out with a smaller one that I made, and I'll show you just a couple binding things. I have even more, so we'll just kind of go through. But I just got this jute cord. This is what I like to use, and what I did was that I open my journal, and I'm going to bring it up close so you can see. So if I bring it up nice and close, there's marks here, little black marks. Can you see those? So there's a ton of black marks. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my paper punch, and I'm going to punch where they were. And they're 1/4 of an inch apart, and there's 5 of them. So I'm going to show you how to apply your signatures that way. Okay? I'll bring this up nice and close so you can see. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your punchy tool, and where we have marked, I did the top and the bottom. Okay, so top and bottom both have those marks. You're just going to take your punchy tool, and it's about, you want to put it maybe about, let's say almost a full inch away from your the top of your book, or from the edge. Okay, so I'm just going to make my marks here. So you just take your pokey tool and twist it around until you make a hole. Okay, and kind of you want to make a large hole because that jute is kind of hard to get through. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing. Now if you didn't have a pokey tool, you can use a thumbtack, or a push pin works awesome. I use those all the time when I lose my pokey tool, which happens a lot actually. Okay, so you're just going to make these, and I'm going to show you 2 today, but I promise I'll find that other journal and show you how to bind that one, and then I'll show you some other ways too that I do. So this will be like the first installment, because there's so many ways, no sewing ways that you can attach signatures to your journal. Okay, and I kind of get frustrated with the sewing, because I can be a perfectionist about things, and it's like never straight, and I'm like, oh my god, I go like into this major crisis. So these work better for me. Plus I like these because all of these make it so that your journal can be expanded too, which is awesome. So that's something that you can't really get from sewing in. You know, you can't really do that. Okay, so I actually have 6 up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know how I got 6 at the top, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Alrighty. And I also want to show you this other linen that I found. Sorry, I have everything all over right now. I've been doing tons of tutorials today. Is it? Okay, well, I can't find that right now, so we'll just use our jute. Okay, so all I did was just cut my pages down to the length and width that I needed to. I really like getting tablets that are kind of similar to my size, and then all I have to do is cut them out. So that seems to be a lot better than having to have a big piece of paper and cut it down. I'm not very good at that. So this is the way that I do. But I include lots of different things in my journals too. And this is just drawing paper. So that's what I'm going to use. It's not a really heavyweight one, and that's okay. So you'll just make as many signatures as you want. Okay. And then you'll take your jute or your linens, or you can use yarn. You can kind of use whatever you want. This is the other linen that I was talking about. It's natural cord. And actually, I think we'll use this one. But it's really tough, so it'll hold up to a lot of stuff. Okay. So you'll just undo it. And I really like this too because the yarn adds decoration. And you can put beads on the end and all sorts of cool stuff. So let me undo this so we can get an end here. I'm sorry, hopefully this won't be a long video. I was trying not to make it long, but I'm having some trouble finding my supplies here. Okay. I'm a little disorganized today. It's just been one of those days. But I've been working on a lot of projects. Hopefully you guys will like them. Lots of Valentine's Day stuff, and I just did some videos for Panda Haul, so I got all those done. So you should be seeing all those soon. I'll upload them. I just felt like doing a lot of paper crafting today. Okay, so you will just, actually, you know what, I'm going to just take this all off of that little annoying wood thing. And I got this at Walmart too, I forgot to say. It was right in their jewelry section. I think people would probably use this for jewelry. Okay, but I use it for bookbinding. Okay, and like I said, you can use yarn, you can use kind of whatever you want. So you're just going to take your string and kind of measure it out. And then you want to be able to tie it up here, okay? And to tie it in a bow and maybe to thread some string on there too. So just cut down. I'm going to do 2 signatures for you too. I'm not going to do all 5 just because I want to include some more pages in this one, okay? And I include all my authored pages, all sorts of stuff in my journals. I just love it. Okay? So, all you'll do is you'll just take this, and I always like to use a piece of wire usually to thread these through. Just find that it makes it a little bit easier. So let me go grab that. So this is just a piece of copper wire that I'm going to use. I'm just going to give it a chop. And this will just make your life a lot easier to go through those holes. So you'll just take it, and it doesn't even need to be that long. I made it too long, but that's okay. You'll just take it, and you're going to make your own kind of thread, your own needle, okay? Just like that, okay? And you're going to make it go through. I usually do about 4 to 6 pages, okay? So you'll just thread one in through, thread the top first, okay? You might have to just jiggle it, but it will come through, okay? And this is kind of a thick, I think this is 22 gauge wire. You probably want to use a not so thick one, okay? Then I'll take this one, I'll take my needle again, just like that, right on the other end. As I said, I'm going to include a lot more pages, okay? Very good. Now you do want to be a little careful. So see how I cut this paper and there we go. So actually what I should do is I'm going to trim the paper a little bit more. Oh, sorry, because I need to do that. That's why you kind of want to put it closer to the edge than I did, but I'll just take my cutter here, okay, and we'll cut off a little bit more here, maybe about 1/4 of an inch. I think I did. So maybe I'll do 7 1/2, and that should be perfect. Okay, or 7 1/4. And your measurements will be different, so just measure. Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll put this little guy back in. Should work now. Yes, that works a lot better. Okay, then we can put our book pages in. And as I said, I like to include book pages, just all sorts of stuff in my journals. Okay, and you're going to take it, and you're going to thread it through. That bottom hole, okay, just like that, okay. Okay, and you're going to kind of pull it tight. So now you can grab both ends, okay, and you're going to pull it tight, okay, just like that, okay, and we're going to tie it right up at the top where that hole is, okay, so you see there's a hole there, that's where we're going to tie it, okay, and I haven't even finished painting this one yet, but I was just so excited to do this video that I just wanted to show you. Okay, so we'll just take it and we're just going to tie a knot. Okay, so just take it. I'm going to give myself a little bit more slack here. Okay, and we're going to tie it right close to that hole. Okay, and we're going to do another knot. Okay. Or, you know what I like to do? Is I actually like to tie a little bit of a bow, especially if I know that I'm going to put more paper in there, or some type of loop-de-loop thing, okay? And you can make these as taut as you want, okay? There you go. But there's one of your signatures in, just make sure that it lines up in the middle of the paper, just like that, okay? And you can close it, okay? And it just opens just like that. Okay, and you can make it as taut as you want, but you can even add more paper in here, so I can fill this up. Okay, but I just wanted to show you, and the good thing is that it does lay flat for your art journaling. Okay, so it lays flat, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and as I said with my no measuring self, I didn't cut the edges off, so you'll have to do that too. So make sure you measure your paper a little better than I did, but I'll just take my scissors and just hack that off. So you can do another one like that too, but it's just an easy way, and I have 5 other spaces for 5 other signatures. So that's one way to attach your signatures, okay? So like all I have to do is I can just take this, alrighty, okay, and I can just chop it off, okay, if I want to. Or I can even stick it in my paper cutter, which I think I'll do, okay, or maybe not. But I can just take my scissors and just try to do a straight line, or decorative scissors are your best friend too, if you're not a good measurer like me. And I don't care if the pages are a little wobbly, a little lumpy, but just so that you get the point. And then very easily I can just undo that, and I can add beads to it or whatever, and I can add more pages to this signature. And then you'll just keep going on the lines. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Alrighty. So the next way is even easier. Okay. Let me grab my big one. Okay. So this one worked out perfectly. Okay, so you'll just do as many signatures as you want. I didn't even have to cut this paper. and it fits very well. See? And it doesn't go over, and it fits perfectly. Okay. And for this one, all you do is you make your signature, so make as many signatures as you want. Usually do about 5 for a journal that size. And I like to use a lot of different yarns and jutes that are very colorful. I even like to use like sari yarn, which I got too, which is beautiful, from a seller on Etsy, just to make, I just think that the textiles and the fibers really make your journal look very beautiful. Okay, so I can just cut this off. So I'm just going to kind of measure, just like that. I'm going to cut that off there. Okay, and this one is even easier. Okay, so you just take your signatures, however many you want, and you're just going to take it. I might have not made this long enough, but you want it to be able to go around. Okay, just like that. Okay, and all you do, let me make that longer so I can really give you the good effect. Okay, I want you to be able to see how simple this is. This is a great way to use up your yarn. Okay, so let me measure that. Okay, alrighty, so we can just take our signature. Okay, just like that. Okay, very good. Alrighty, and this is even easier. Okay, so you'll take it and you're just going to tie a knot. Okay, so we'll just take it, you'll bring it through, just like that, and then you're going to bring it up to the top of the book. So see the knot's up there where my finger's pointing, and you're going to make another knot. Okay, and then if you want, you can tie a bow or whatever else you like. It's in there very well. And again, it's very good. You just want to make sure that you pull it really taut. Okay, like this could be tighter. Okay, and it lies flat, so when I have a bunch of signatures in here, I can work on my art journal and there won't be any issues. Okay? Good, and then I can just line them up all the way down. And then this is good too because it can be expanded. Okay, alrighty. Only this would be the top. Okay, so there's that. And you open up, there's your first signature, and then like I said, you can use yarn just to attach them. That's usually what I use, or jute, or whatever. Yeah, very good. I'm just going to make sure that it's really tight. Okay, just really, really tight. See? So let's untie that. I just want to show you how much chinching you need. So you need to really grab onto this stuff. And don't worry, jute is not going to break. Okay, but that's much tighter. And I need to fill that up with more signatures. Okay, and these you can add even more signatures. I would add maybe 10 pages to this. And I'll show you, you can even just slide more paper in there. That's how easy this is. Okay. And we can move this down a little bit or move it over just a bit, just to give it even more tension. Okay, just like that. And then I can add more just on my spine. My spine goes from here all the way down. Okay. Alrighty, so I just wanted to show you, those are the 2 ways that I like to bind my books. And then you can have a beautiful little dangly on the back here. So you could just fill these up with beads. It'd be very beautiful. Okay. You can fill those up with beads. Okay, so that's just a way for you to add signatures that does not require sewing. Okay, and I'm going to have more journals that don't require sewing. I'm going to upload a glue one today. So those are just easy ways for you to attach your signatures to your book. So I'll have other ways too. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And hopefully I explained everything well. But I'll try to edit this so you don't have to see all my rambling. But thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you next time. Thanks.